My name's Joseph. I thought we'd do something a bit different on the channel. I mean, I saw last time I was on the show for the Sunday talks, a lot of people seemed, they liked me. They were interested in what I had to say. And I've seen that Mum and Dad, Dave and Dawn, they do a lot of hauls. They talk about what they've sold. And as I do the eBay as well, when I sell different stuff, I thought it'd be interesting to hear what I sell. You might be interested in that. Because it's different stuff. They have their, wait, I should look over here. They have their stuff that they sell, and I have my stuff that I sell. And yeah, I think it'll be interesting. What I've done is, because I've only got one phone, and I can't remember everything I've sold, but I'm not going to tell you everything I've sold. I thought, as a nice sort of overview, I've just got down some of like my better selling stuff that I've sold recently. I've got about 8 things. I had to write it down on paper. But yeah, I thought I'd just tell you, and hopefully you might be interested in it. If anyone, because I love selling what I sell mainly game stuff and tech bits, that sort of thing, but I sell some other bits that you'll hear in a sec. But if anyone, knows anyone maybe on here, like YouTube, that sort of thing, who sells similar items, or, you put that in the comment, I'll happily give it a look, because I'm interested in seeing, how to expand, that sort of thing. But yeah, everything here, the first thing that I got is from the 24th of March, and then the last thing that I got is from the 1st of May, but I have been selling throughout this, but I just thought I'd list some sort of the higher end stuff. Yeah, and a majority of the stuff is just things I had lying around, like things I had on my shelves, things I had under my bed, just pulling stuff out, because it's surprising how many things you have that you don't really know about, and yeah, I'll just get on with it. So I had a lot Nintendo Wii. I think there should be photos as well being put up somewhere while I'm saying these things. But Nintendo Wii, if you've heard of that, big fan of that. I had a lot of nunchucks, Wii remotes, accessories with it, sort of thing, that I had. And what's interesting about the Wii is they stopped manufacturing bits for it in, like, I want to say 2007, but that's definitely wrong. But they stopped manufacturing things like a long time ago. Yeah, it definitely wasn't 2007. But they stopped manufacturing things for that a while ago. And so a lot of bits for that, like remotes and things, people, you can't buy from shops anymore because they don't sell them. So I had some. When I put them on eBay, I had, I think about four just white remotes with nunchucks, separate listings. And one of the best things that I did out of that, I put them all on for $16.99 each, and the same person bought 2 of them, which was £33.98, which was quite nice. And as they had free postage on it, I didn't have to pay any extra because of the weight or anything. Or it fell nicely. It was good. It was good doing that. That was one of my first sort of like bigger sort of profits, I guess, from it. I was quite happy with that. So carrying on from the Wii stuff, on the 25th of March, so the next day, I sold a black Wii remote with a Motion Plus bit. You put it on you put it underneath. It's meant to like read your remote a lot better. It also had some plastic casings with it. If you've seen Wii stuff, you sort of get it. But as that one was a bit sort of fancy, a bit sort of sleeker, because the common Wii remote that you get is a white one, and this was black, so I thought, it's a bit more fancy. So I put that on for $18.99 and it sold. And I think it sold quite quickly. The remotes I remember selling quite quickly, but sort of made a mistake for that, because I do have quite a few Wiis for some reason. I've got my own one, and I think I've got another one, and maybe a third. We just have them lying around, just from like clearances and stuff when we used to do that. But I did a silly thing and didn't keep any remotes to test the stuff, like test the consoles. So I'm gonna have to look and try and find some of them at some point. But yeah, that sold for $18.99. I was quite happy with that. This next one, it's keeping with the gaming theme. On the 30th of March, I sold a Kinect. It was in box, and it had a game with it. I think it's Kinect Adventures. Kinect Sports isn't a thing. Kinect Adventures is what I put with it, which is what it originally came with. So I had that because at one point I had over like 100 Xbox games that I personally had, and then I started selling them in bundles of 10, which I'm now regretting, because with everything that's going on, people are buying more games sort of individually. But you live and you learn. You make mistakes. It is what it is. But I had the Kinect in the box. I tested it. It worked and everything. I included photos of it working. Just so there's no debates. and that sold for $26.99, which I was pretty pleased with. And then this one, which is this one and then the one after it are two of my favourites. So this next one, recently, and why I like this one is because I put some thought behind it. Recently, there's been a game that's come out called Resident Evil 3, which is a remake of the PlayStation 1 game Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. And as I thought it was a remake, a lot of people that like new eyes are going to be on it, or people that used to have the original game are going to be like, "Ooh, I want to play the original again. I've lost that. I don't have that anymore." And this remake is making me think, "Oh yeah, I'll have that." So I put that on because I had it, and it was in really, really good condition. I tested it and it worked and everything. I put that on for $24.99, and on the same day it sold. I was very happy with that. I was, because it feels a lot better when you put it on and you put some effort into it. Like if you think about it and you're like, yeah, no, I know this sort of thing. That's why I like selling the game stuff, because it's things that I know about. Like it's really satisfying. As is this next thing, which is a lot harder to say than you think. I had a game. I was going through all my PlayStation 1 games because I had loads of them. I found this one called Truck Rally. It didn't look like anything special. It's just a racing truck game. But I looked on eBay. Nothing. There was only one listing, and it was in Spanish. The game was in Spanish. And they had it on for $54.99, but it didn't sell. It was like on, but it didn't sell. And the case looked like it had cracks in it and stuff. And I looked on Amazon, and it had been on there, but there was nothing. I looked all over the place. There was hardly anything anywhere about it. There was like some videos on YouTube giving it reviews where they're like, this is like, as a game, not very good because of how it is and that sort of thing. But I thought, well, PlayStation 1 games, you know, there's some rarities here and there. I can't find this anywhere, so I put it on for $39.99, and about 2 hours later, it sold. So I was really happy with that. $39.99 for some truck game that, like, personally, I think I would have just thrown into a bundle and not think about it, but because I put the research into it, it sold, and I was very happy with that. So this next one, these next two actually are different from the rest that I've got, because everything else is games, that sort of thing. And I've sold some things that aren't games. I sold a VW camper van light. That was quite cool, like a lamp for your table, whatever you want for desks, that sort of thing. And a mini fridge, like a really mini fridge, like one that has a USB, like that you plug in. But this thing, what I've got here, a Disney baseball, sold on the 15th of April for $19.99. It was kind of like a bulky one. It was like a softball, more of a baseball, but it was memorabilia nonetheless. I had it because I used to have it on my shelf, because I've got a shelf just full of American bits because I love America for some reason. We've all got hobbies. And yeah, I didn't really need it there anymore, and it looked like collectible, so I put it on for $19.99 and it sold. And then 7 days later, I think 7 days later, on the 22nd of April, I had another ball on there, which had been on there for a little while. The Kennedy Space Station. It was a ball from there, which is just like a space station in America. I don't really know much about it, but it looks cool. It looked cool. The ball had like a little astronaut on it, and it was all black with like red stitching. It looked really fancy. It had like really minimal, that's the word, wear on it, and it was nice. I had it on for quite high at the start, but then I realised, yeah, I'll bring it down a bit. And then some back and forth with this person, I managed to get 30 quid for that. Bang on 30 quid. I was very happy. And what I didn't realise till afterwards is that the same person who brought the Disney baseball is the same person who brought this baseball, because he's a collector, which, you know, it's nice to know that my items are going to people who actually enjoy the stuff. I don't mind, you know, if you buy it to like bulk out with something else to sell, that's fine too. But what I quite like is getting feedback where someone's like, oh, I brought this for my son, like they're a big fan of it. I recently got that with something else that I sold, which was Shaun the Sheep teddy bear thing, and that was like, oh, it's nice to know that, yeah, that your stuff's going somewhere, like, you know, positive. I like it a lot. So the last thing on my list, which is my most recent sort of big item, sort of, is so what I had this on for ages, is Final Fantasy VII. On the PlayStation 1. It's like the game. I had it on for ages. I say ages. About a month. Which is ages, I guess. But I had it on for about a month. And it was on for $24.99 at first. And then the other morning, specifically, May 1st, I changed it in the morning. I changed the list and I cancelled the listing. and then did sell similar, so that like refreshes it. So if you or there's an option to like relist item, no, revise item, which is okay, but it doesn't like make it fresh again. But if you do that, like end it and then put it on entirely again, or you just do sell similar, so you don't have to put in all the details again, it bumps it back up to the fresh listings, fresh listings. So if I typed in like Final Fantasy 7 that morning, it would come up as like one of the first things that had been put on there, which I think is great, because that sometimes just fresh eyes need to be put on your stuff, because if it's been on for a while and you just relisted it and you're not getting any action, it's because no one's looking that far back. I find that, at least, because I know when I'm looking for things on eBay, I always look for like sort of newly listed, because if it's buy it now and it's newly listed and no one else has seen it yet, no one else has like put an offer on it yet. But yeah, and that sold for $19.99, which is good. I was pretty happy with that. I feel like that's a good price with the games and stuff as well, because it's so small and they weigh nothing. Like you can ship them out for quite like not a lot, like compared to like bigger, bulkier things that are heavy and like take a lot of wrapping and that. They're quite quaint. You can put them in on padded envelopes and just sellotape it and be happy with it. Like, and I'm happy with it. I'll put a lot of care into wrapping my stuff. I think it's all important, like little notes in there. Make sure you're messaging the people. It's just nice. You got to treat it like a proper sort of thing. But like I say, all of this stuff is just things I had lying around. I don't think any of this stuff I've personally like brought and resold. It was just things I had, things I used to play, that sort of thing. But yeah, I was happy with that. Yeah, all I'm saying is if I can do it, anyone can do it. But it's been really good. And at the moment, you need something to do. And I find this is a great thing to do, because if you enjoy, what is it they say? If you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. That is not, I butchered that quote, but that's something like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I might do more. If people enjoy this, I'll do more. I just thought it'd be a little something different for you to see, because I know Mum and Dad, Dawn and Dave, sell a lot of sort of older bits, sort of rustic bits, and that's great. You know, that's what they sell. That's not really my sort of thing, but I'd love to sort of delve into that at some point. But maybe if you're interested in seeing what other things can sell, you know, I'm always here, and I enjoy doing this. It gives me something to do, along with the eBay and that sort of thing. But yeah, and I like doing it. It's fun. Yeah. So I'll stop talking now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could give it a thumbs up, a like, and comment if you want to give it a comment. I don't know what they usually say in this end bit. This might be rambling. I hope I got the bits right. Editor, which is Dawn / my mum. I hope I got these bits right. And yeah, enjoy. You know, thanks for watching, and bye.